Hey guys, can you hear me? 30,000 subscribers. Took us like an entire year to get here, while expecting to hit 30,000. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Let me know if you can hear the music, also if you can hear the game, because a lot of times we have issues with the in-game audio. Papa Swanson, welcome to the stream. How are you, man? It's been a while. Colin, how are you? It's been a while, brother. King Crab, good to see you, man. Space City Hunter, good to see you. Mr. Warhawk, how are you doing? It's been a while, guys. I think we did a last stream like 2 months ago, something like that. Look at the road here. Philip Fox, thank you very much. Super happy about finally being able to reach 30,000 subscribers. We had to wait a while to hit this number, but finally. Hello Brian, welcome to the stream, thank you very much. Been sub since 19k subscribers, been a long journey, yeah? It's been a really long journey for sure. OTST Week, welcome to the stream. First ever pro stream for you. That's nice. Yeah, I think we did a last stream, as I was saying, like 2 months ago. And essentially the reason why I haven't made any stream recently is because of my voice. It's because it's very different for me to record videos compared to streaming, because of course while streaming you have to continue speaking for a couple hours straight, and with my voice condition that can be tough. But yeah, today I think my voice is pretty decent, so I decided to try and stream once again. Let's see how it goes. Philip Fox, thank you very much for becoming part of the Pro Clan. Really appreciate the support, brother. Thank you so much. Kaden, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon, how are you? Yes, basically I did a Scotland stream, hunting for wild boar, I believe. Grinding for wild boar. So yeah, that was the last stream I did. Give me a second, guys, I need to re-enable my HUD right here. Also this. And as you can see, we're gonna be grinding roe deer here on Cuatro Colinas. We're gonna be hunting for our third Great One, which will let us complete the horror. I mean, look, that should be 3 more kills. Those 2 hits though, the last 2 hits were bad. And give me a second, because I also need to enable the counter, because as you can see on the top left I have my total kills, but that is counting Hirschfelden, Cuatro Colinas and Scotland. So I have more than 2,000 kills across the 3 maps. Just give me a second. So we just shot 4 roe deer, which makes up for 4 kills in total during this stream. Now we're gonna go claim him. Tab, welcome to the stream, how are you? Coyote Gaming, how are you, brother? Welcome to the stream, it's nice to see you here. Hey bro, have you had any females spawning on your one lake? Just give me a second because the comments are moving. Okay. Have you had any females spawning on your one lake even if you haven't shot any females? Yeah. So it is something that sometimes happens on this lake. Like, you'll notice, females can appear out of nowhere. Like, I remember I started with only 1 female right here. And sometimes there are another 2 that randomly spawn out of nowhere. I don't know the reason, but it just happens. So yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you can continue killing them. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Maybe they come back as males. I don't know. But the thing is that yeah, it can happen. Females can actually spawn out of nowhere on this lake for some reason. Dab, you had everyone in your house to subscribe. That's crazy, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support, brother. Thank you very much, Colin. Yeah, definitely hoping to spawn this third Great One fairly soon. Because the second Great One, it took me, I think, 1200 kills, something like that. So yeah, the second Great One was quite a grind. The first one, though, was very quickly. Took me less than 400, and you may remember it was the first Great One ever killed for the Roe Deer. So yeah, I got very lucky right there. Give me a second, guys. That is 2 bucks. There's another one right there. I'm gonna start focusing on the grind now because I've been reading the comments. But keep leaving comments, guys. I'm gonna continue reading them. I just sometimes forget I'm grinding. Look, we're gonna shoot it in the butt because that's gonna kill it. So that is another kill. That is another 2. Not a good hit on that one, but he's still gonna die. Just give me a second. Big Rocky Muscle, welcome to the stream. How are you? Leviathan, welcome to the stream, brother. It's nice to see you here. Always happy to see you in my comment section. Got my first Great One Roe Deer last night. Took nearly 6,000 kills. Damn. Congratulations, man. That's amazing. First Great One Roe Deer after nearly 6,000 kills. That's incredible. What a grind. Chef the Wendigo, thank you very much for becoming a part of the Pro Clan. I appreciate the support, man. It really means a lot. You know, guys, I've been thinking on making more videos for members, but also videos focused on like how I make my thumbnails. Because I've seen a lot of people ask me like how I make my thumbnails on Photoshop. So I think that could be something nice for my members. 2 more Roe Deer. That is 1. That one is gonna turn. And unfortunately the shot wasn't good once again. Bro. 2 more kills still. Very poor accuracy at the beginning, I'm gonna say. Was a Kindleton Trident Rack. That's amazing. Bro, I love the Trident Rack. I think I'm still missing that one. And yeah, that combined with Kindleton, that's an amazing combo. Big Rocky Muscle, I'm very happy to hear you are doing good. When's the face reveal? You know, I think I'm gonna do the face reveal on Discord, probably with a picture. And honestly, this week. So yeah, if you wanna see my face one of these days, make sure to join my Discord. King Crab is gonna post the link in a bit. If you're around King Crab, I would really appreciate you. And yeah, I'm gonna post a picture there, just showing my face. At some point, maybe a video. At some point, maybe I'll use a webcam. Honestly, I don't discard that. So yeah, if you wanna see my face very soon, just go to my Discord and I'll post a picture there very soon. You know, many people here on my channel already know my face though, because they've been asking me through DMs. The people that actually remember that I promised I was gonna show my face after 30,000 subs. Yeah, Space City Hunter got early access to a face reveal indeed. Thank you, Crab. I appreciate it, man. Now we're gonna fast travel to Israel tent and we're gonna continue hunting Roe Deer. I need to get used to this, guys, because you know it takes a lot of focus to read the chat and hunt at the same time. And it is practice. I haven't streaming a lot recently, so it's gonna take me some time to get used to it once again. Two more kills. Yeah, King Crab, it used to be much secret at the beginning, but at this point it's already too late. Because too many people are remembering. You know, not that I'm opposed to posting my face, but you know, it's something that I wasn't planning to do unless it was requested a lot. And I think it's getting to a point where it's being requested a lot, so why not? By the way, guys, what was your most recent trophy? Are you currently grinding for any great one? For 20.12 Toski Thrift Velvet Rack, that's amazing, Spacey. Yeah, I remember you posted that one like, what, 2 days ago? No, yeah, I believe you, King Crab. You didn't have to say anything about it though, because other people were already remembered. Like, if you remembered, other people were also gonna remember, that's for sure. Look, 4 bucks. There should be more over there. This grind is so simple. Like, I think it is by far the easiest grind I've ever done, to be honest. It sucks that one is behind the tent. Bro. Did I hit that one? I don't think we hit it. Now we did. So 3 more kills. Working on Whitetail. Where are you grinding, Whitetail? Big rookie muscle. Mine was a misbound Great One Roe Deer. Amazing. LS Gaming. That is a beautiful combo. Randomly found a diamond red grouse while looking for my haggis. That is crazy, Mr. Barhog. You know, I'm really surprised with how easy it is becoming to find the haggis, eh? Because a lot of people are finding them. And I think Mel's Gaming already found 2, because they seem to be able to respawn. So that could be another fun stream, guys. Just going to Scotland, trying to find our second haggis. It's probably gonna take us some time, but you know, with enough time spent on the map, we should be able to find it, that's for sure. I just remembered that we're gonna need our dog to track all these roe deer that have been escaping. Our bloodhound. Come on, doggo. Do your job. You also have a haggis, big rookie muscle. That's amazing. Did you struggle to find it? Doc Holmes has 3. Damn, he already has 3. I thought he only had 2. Only, imagine. Only 2 haggis. Yeah, he only has 2, I believe. Hello, Young. How are you, brother? It's nice to see you again. Still try to get my first pheasant. 4,300 kills into the grind, damn. It's getting long. Where are you grinding them? That is a good stream idea. Yeah, looking for our second haggis would be an amazing stream, I believe. We cannot hear the game sound, by the way. That is an issue. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. Warhawk. I'm gonna check that out right here. Yeah, that is the thing with OBS. Just give me a second, guys. I wanna make sure you can also hear the shots and everything. The Hunter Oreo should be this one. Huh. Just give me a second, guys. What about now? Can you hear the gunshots? Salswissen, been grinding for them since they released. That's amazing, Young. So you still haven't been able to get a great one yet. Just give me a second, guys. I need some water. Yeah, gonna have to be drinking a lot of water during this stream. Hello Ender, how are you brother? It's nice to see you. The grind is going pretty decent, and thank you very much. 30,000 subscribers is amazing. So yeah, the grind is going pretty decent. More than 2,000 kills so far across the 3 reserves. That's important. And 2 great ones. Can't complain. Just waiting for all the respawns right here. We're gonna fast travel to East End, and we'll see if the respawns are already on that zone. Hey Ender, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel, man. That means a lot, thank you for the support. Guys, that is a big level 2 right there. Yeah, thank you very much, brother, I appreciate that. Guys, that level 2 right there, I think he has the small diamond rack, eh? Could be level 2 diamond. I've never been able to get a level 2 diamond, so that would be amazing. We are barely spawning any roe deer right here. We're gonna shoot this one with a 2506. Perfect hit. Now that one, also perfect hit. That one, not a perfect hit, but he's gonna die. 3 more kills. The question is that level 2 gonna be diamond? He's very promising. When are you gonna do the face reveal? This week. This week, Cash. On my Discord. I'll post a picture on my Discord. But yeah, whoever wants the face reveal before that, you know, just send me a DM on my Discord and I'll just send you an image. Like, honestly, at this point I have no problem showing my face if there's enough interest. Okay, let's see a score. He's promising, eh? Maybe not big enough, but I wanna think he has a chance. 80.68, damn. He was big. He was quite close from diamond, but not quite there. Terrible shot though. We barely hit the lever. Just give me a second, guys. I need to see the comments. How is the Hirschfelden Roe Deer grind going? You know, Mr. Warhawk, I think we're gonna play a bit here on Cuatro Colinas, and then we're gonna go to Hirschfelden because I also wanna show you my progress there. We've been making some good progress. You know, that spawn trap on the bottom left, it's definitely not as consistent as Cuatro Colinas and Scotland, but it's becoming more consistent recently. Hey Young, thank you very much for becoming a member of the Pro Clan. That means a lot, brother. Really, really appreciate the support. Taking a break from grinding right now and hunting for trophies I don't have yet. Currently doing some dog hunting on Revontuli. That's amazing ODST. Hunting dogs on Revontuli coast is also one of my favorite things to do on this game. Of course, hunting dogs and upland bears. So that sounds like a lot of fun, brother. No signs of any roe deer. I guess we aren't getting respawns so far for some reason. Look, we're just gonna go to East End, reset the time, and we're gonna wait for a bit. So tell me guys, what is your favorite combo for the Great One Roe Deer? Like, if you could choose a combo, especially furtive for the Great One Roe Deer, what would you choose? Wooderson, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, I'm very, very happy for finally being able to reach 30,000 subs for sure. It's been a long journey, and well, I really hope this is the first 30,000 of multiple 30,000, because of course, eventually my goal is to hit 100,000 subs. Hopefully it's gonna happen at some point, but we need to take it step by step. you know, for now, in the short term, my goal is to reach 35,000 subscribers before December. I would say that is a very realistic goal. And who knows, we may be able to hit 40,000 or more, hopefully. Because of course my goal is to eventually be able to make this a full-time thing for me. Like that is the dream of any content creator pretty much. But it takes a lot of work. Do you think you would have preferred a Great One or Rocky Elk over a Roe Deer? Yeah, a Great One Elk over a Roe Deer, definitely. And it's not that I don't like the Roe Deer, but there are very few things that are more impressive than an elk. So just imagine how impressive a Great One Elk would be. Like, imagine the potential for the antlers. Okay, I think we already got some response, so let's reset the time. Level 3 Eurasian Teal, that's nice, ODSD. That is a beautiful diamond. Chitty Hunts, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Damn, so you've been here since I was like 18,000. That's amazing, brother. Really appreciate it. Look, that female wasn't there. That is definitely pair. So let's shoot them both. There's another buck. We're gonna shoot the female plus that one. That is 2 kills. There was a third one. Okay, so 3 more kills. We are having a bit of a slow start right here, because the response for some reason aren't being too consistent. It already happened to me one time that my response took like 3 runs to reappear. A Great One Roosevelt elk seems so likely. Yeah, I completely agree, Mr. Warhawk. Has to happen at some point because it is such a highly requested Great One. Like, personally, I don't know anyone that would be opposed to a Great One elk. I think it would be very popular Great One. Okay, finally. So we're finally getting some response. They took more than normal this time. Yeah, my friend showed me my channel when you asked him if he knew already who made good guides. That's amazing, brother. Yeah, really happy your friend thinks I do good guides and he recommended me to you. It's very humbling to hear. And I am very excited to make the guides for the next map, whatever it is. What do you think the next map is gonna be, by the way? Personally, I think we're gonna go to Asia this time. Maybe Asia, maybe Africa 2.0. Let's see. That is 3 kills. That is 4. That is 5. So 5 more Roe Deer right there. Hello, hater. Sounds good, brother. Thank you very much for joining the stream for a bit. It is nice to see you, and I hope you have a good evening. I hope it is Texas. Yeah, Texas would be cool. Texas Ranch. Hello, Patrick. Nice to see you, brother. It's been a while. How are you? Asia would be very nice, yeah. Like, there are so many locations we could visit on Asia. So yeah, I would love to see an Asian map. That is a big level 2 right there. Is that a small diamond rack as well? Maybe? But that is 4 blocks over there. We forgot to claim those two. We're gonna go for them in a second. Come on, dog, track. Just wanna make sure nothing respawned behind us. Either South America or Africa 2.0. Hoping for the later. Yeah, Africa 2.0 would be like the most exciting option by far, in my opinion. But South America would be very cool as well. Like Brazil, you know, the Amazon would be amazing. What is the dog yapping about? Okay, so I see it floated over. It's one of those. We're gonna shoot those 4 first. It was Mr. View. Oh, Mr. View is your friend. That's amazing. Yeah, Mr. View is a really frequent viewer of my videos. We're gonna focus on the level 2 because that thing is gigantic. How far is it? Need to make a good shot. Okay, so more than 300 meters out? Not an easy shot. Especially not with the 2506. Do we even have the polymer tip bullets equipped? Because I think I was using the soft points. Let me see. That was probably good hit. Probably good hit as well. Let's use the Arsaina. We hit it. And of course it's gonna die. That one though. Nice. 4 more kills. Let's go claim him. And let's see a score of that gigantic level 2 because could be level 2 diamond. Hopefully Africa 2.0 in 2027 at least. Hopefully Nisa. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It is nice to see you. I really wanna hunt hyenas. Yeah, hyenas would be fantastic, but personally, if we get Africa 2.0, I would be very excited about hunting all the antelope species. And of course, if we get like rhinos and elephants, that would be amazing as well. They've been cooking with remodels recently. Yeah, Patrick. Really hope we get to see, like for example, a remaster for the Roosevelt elk, for the white elk, and especially for all the African species. Because, well, never mind, that was the big level 2 that I mentioned could be diamond, but it was just a gold. So yeah, all the species on Africa really need a remaster. We all know it. $712 kills into pheasant number 21. Need me some supers. Pheasant number 21, that's crazy in there. Where you grinding them? On Salzwissen? If we don't get Africa 2.0, I hope they go and redo some models and force on Borjonga Savannah. Absolutely ODST. They have to do it. And yeah, if we don't get Africa 2.0, at least I really hope they also are a great one. Because that map is amazing, simply because of the fact it has 9 exclusive species. But the fact it doesn't have a great one is a huge disadvantage in my opinion. We're gonna main menu here, because I'm seeing we're already getting some response. Coyote and Jackal models scare me. Right, Nisa? The Jackal models are terrible. And the Coyote models as well, but the thing with the Coyote model is that they already got a remaster at some point. They used to look worse. Come on. There have to be more roe deer here. No Africa 2.0. Sadly on only 3.0. So they are gonna skip the 2.0. Call of the Wild Logan. Imagine. You know, I think we're gonna see multiple African maps in the future, to be honest. At least 3. Do you want a super rare roe deer, bro? Absolutely, Charles. Yeah, a super rare roe deer. As long as it is something like leucistic, albino, or melanistic, it will be amazing. Because of course a piebald will also be great, but not as cool as the others in my opinion. That is 3. Let's get the 4th one. Ooh, what a shot right there. So 4 more bucks. Let's see if we can hit a 5th one right here. There's a female. That one we missed. We missed again. Well, we hit it, but on the leg. And we hit him a 2nd time, so that's 5 in total. Not too bad. You should do a Great One Tar grind where a recurve once you hit 45,000 souls. Tar grind with a recurve, imagine that. Like every single kill with a recurve. I want a super rare anything. Honestly, same, Leviathan. No super rare is a bad super rare. What is the favorite trophy you have? My favorite trophy, I would say, is my Pale Diamond Copper Kelly. Either that, or of course my Melanistic Diamond Wild Boar. Those two. Or, well, I was forgetting about the Diamond Melanistic Beaver. That is another very cool super rare I have. But I just prefer the other two. Just posted my mule deer everywhere in existence. Time to get some keys from Mooney. Sounds perfect, Spacery. You know, I'm also gonna continue grinding for my first Great One mule deer on Parque. Because there's, you know, we have our grind set up on multiple lakes. But supposedly we can only focus on that lake that is on the bottom left of the map. The lake that is like super far from the nearest outpost. That lake supposedly is a very effective spawn trap. So the next time I go there, the next time I go to Parque to continue grinding for the mule deer, definitely gonna try that lake. Maybe focus more on it. Logan the Hunter, welcome to the stream. How are you? But if it's a piebald again, like many times, then I know it's fine. But I think, yeah, the piebald roe deer is rare, but definitely not as rare as the others. It'll still be amazing to wear a super rare piebald, don't get me wrong. Let me buy some memo right here. We need some memo for the 300 especially. Yeah, grinding tar with a record, that would be miserable for sure. You'll be torture. My only super rare is a dilute mule deer, which I think is pretty fire. Yeah, absolutely, Nisa. You know, the dilute mule deer right now is very, very rare. One of the coolest rares for the mule deer in my opinion. Hey Savage, how are you? We hit it. That's it. 3 more kills. Hey bro, am I weird for only using 2 10s on my Cuatro Roe Deer grind? I mean, if that works for you, like I don't see a problem. But why only use 2 10s when you can use more? Good to hear, Logan. Glad to hear you're doing good. I'm also doing good. Thank you very much for asking. Just grinding some roe deer here, looking for our third great one. There was another bug right here, but he ran away apparently. Two more. Probably recent respawns. So let's get on this tripod. Just reload. I am starting to get a lot of diamonds on my hair manage follow grind. That is amazing, Patrick. How many great ones has that grind given you? 3 more. What country are you from? From Mexico, Cash. I am from Mexico. So my accent is Spanish. Another respawn. And I thought I was a level 3, but it's only level 2 with a very promising estimate in rack, eh? I don't think it's gonna make it though. Yeah. That doesn't seem to be the small diamond rack. Let's shoot that one. Another kill. Give me a second, guys. Gonna start reading some comments right here. Yeah, Patrick, hopefully one of the follows you kill will be super rare. If your grind is fully hair managed, like, you deserve it already. That's some work. The closest thing I have from a super rare is a bug diamond Bible Magpiegus. I mean, that's still cool. That's still very cool, but yeah, the fact they are currently bugged is a shame. Look, that level 2 is really big, but I don't think it's gonna be able to make it. We'll see though. Just turn around. Nice hard shot. And there was a female over there, which is now gone. I think it's a solo. Hello, theHunter 1115. How are you doing? Currently 3,785 kills into my roe deer grind. Hopefully I get it soon. Hopefully, brother. Wish you luck. You deserve it. Also, that is your first grind, Patrick. That's amazing. The follow deer grind is so fun, to be honest. That was an 80.73, not a diamond. 3 more bugs over there. Well, there were 4, but two of them are already fleeing. Let's see. There is 1, 2. Come on. Let's get a third one without holding our breath. We hit it. Good, good, good. 3 more kills. I have 16 diamonds and only 1 super, which is a pseudo-melanistic white tiger. Not too bad. I mean, that is an amazing super cache. Oh, you meant great ones. I mean, even more amazing. 16 great ones is great. What species do you have? Come on, dog. Find the blood. Happy to hear that, theHunter. Happy to hear you're doing good. I'm also doing pretty good right now. Thank you very much for asking. It is nice to see you here. Very happy that my voice has been letting me record videos pretty frequently. By the way guys, what are you thinking of the Roe Deer grind? Do you really think it's the easiest grind on the entire game? Because for me it is. You know, I've grinded for the Red Deer on the Aurora, also for the Fallow Deer on the same map, and to me, the Roe Deer grind with the one lake method here on Cuatro Colinas is by far the easiest grind you can do. It is crazy the amount of kills you can get on a single run, and how quickly you get response. So what went wrong with your Discord account, Spacery? Did you get hacked? Did you click a suspicious link? Three fallow deer, 4 whitetail, 1 moose, 1 bear, 2 tar, 2 pheasants, 1 wolf, and 1 mule deer. That is a nice collection, Cash. Congratulations on all those supers. Hold up a second. So that is 3 bucks over there. We need to reset the time first. Glad to hear you think so, Patrick. Means a lot to hear. Let's see, 3 bucks plus a female. We need to kill the female to get a response because that is a pair. No box over there, which is a surprise. I definitely wouldn't say it's the easiest grind just because it is so unbelievably inconsistent. Yeah, it can be inconsistent. That is a level 3 right there. Yeah, sometimes it can be inconsistent, but for me at least, so far, can't complain. It's been one of the smoothest grinds I've ever had. Here on Cuatro though. Let's focus on the level 3. I think it's gonna troll, but who knows, may make it. Come on. We hit 3. Bro, don't escape. That is 4. That is 5. Can't complain at all. 5 kills right there. The only one that matters though is the level 3. You didn't click a link. But it's getting compromised. I see, Spacery. So yeah, we'll pay attention to your account. Make sure it doesn't do anything weird. Did you already create an auto? So let's see a score of this level 3, guys. What do you think it's gonna score? Personally, I think it's gonna be a fairly small troll. Below 80. Come on, what are your guesses? My guess is 79.52. Do you know if anyone has done a Yukon Moose grind and was successful? I think that I know a couple person. Yeah, I know a couple players, I mean, that have done Moose grinds on Yukon and they both have great ones. Like actually one of them got a 293, I think it was, which is community record on my Discord. So yeah, a lot of people have been successful on Yukon for the Moose, but it's by no means the easiest map to grind them. 81.63, 81.78, 82.56. That is an optimistic, guess. 83, unfortunately that's impossible with that estimate. But let's see, guys. 79.85, alright. I think I was the closest, because I said 79.52. So yeah, surprisingly I won this time. I wish it was a timer though. So that is the first level 3 of the stream, ended up in a troll, unfortunately. We had another 3 bucks to claim. So let's send our dog to look for the blood. We were a little bit too optimistic. Absolutely, Mr. Rahok. Some optimistic guesses for sure. Prayer Warrior, welcome to the stream. Doing very good, brother. Thank you for asking. How are you? Yeah, that rack rarely ever makes it. It can make it, but it's very rare. I didn't see the estimate. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it was only it only went up to 82. So very low chance to make it. Great to hear, Prayer Warrior. You know, the grind is going pretty decent so far. Just having some inconsistency with the response. But so far it's been pretty good. Getting some kills. I kinda like seeing trolls on grinds. Am I crazy for that? I mean, it's part of it. Yeah, it would be boring if every level 3 was a diamond, to be honest. So yeah, in my opinion, trolls add to it as well. First ever Roe Deer Great One is such a flex. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Definitely very happy about it. Couldn't believe it. Like, the fact it was my quickest grind ever was insane. Because before that, I think my quickest grind was like 800 kills for a Great One Fallow Deer. Terrible shot on that, bro. What am I doing right here? He's still gonna die, but not proud of those two shots. Do you think the Roe Deer Great One grinding would not be affected by non-hair management? You know, personally, like my personal opinion is that hair management does affect the Great Ones to some degree, but it depends on the species. And when it comes to a Roe Deer, I don't think it really affects it much, to be honest, because personally I have barely done any hair management, and I already have 2 Great Ones in 2000 kills. So not bad at all. And I also know people that have been doing hair management and have very similar numbers. So I'm not saying it doesn't affect them, but it probably doesn't affect them much. Talking about the Great Ones exclusively. Because of course the super rares are a completely different thing, like those are absolutely affected by hair management. There is 5 more bugs on the same zone. Guys, the other day I had a zone with, I think, 11 bugs. They get packed sometimes. Sounds good, Savage. It was nice to see you, brother. Have a good one. Me and you have the same Fable Mocha combo for the Fallow Deer. That is a beautiful combo, right? What are your thoughts on my first ever Great One? Ooh, your first ever Great One grind being only 26 kills? That's insane. And then 36 kills later getting a super, that's just some insane luck, brother. That's probably the craziest first grind anyone has ever had, to be honest. Like a Great One and a super in the first 60 kills pretty much. Like that's unheard of. That is 4 kills. Yeah, GT Hans, you were definitely quite lucky with that grind. That is nice to hear, Spacery. So you got your account back. But yeah, I would say your best option will be to make a new account just to make sure. Max weight track for Red Fox, Leviathan. Could be level 9. That's pretty cool to find. Was going crazy when I spotted the super. I was in disbelief. Anyone would be in disbelief after that shitty hunt. That was just insane. What was a super, by the way? What 4 type? So no response over that side. We're gonna reset the time right here. 2:15:48. I've seen some video of someone getting 2 super roe deer back to back. Not the same lake, but the same rotation. That's insane. Yeah, some people have been getting very, very lucky with the supers recently. They were pivots. That makes sense. Would have been even crazier if there were melanistics or albinos, but pivots is still insane. Let's go to this tent right here. Do you do any hunting in real life? Not at the moment, Cash. But I want to in the future. That would be an amazing experience. So 4 bucks over there. Let's go for them. That is 3, 4. Perfect. And I just realized the beavers took down my tent right here. So we're gonna go equip another tent and we're gonna place it there. So the super you found was a 258.6 small rack Bible fallow deer. That is a beautiful trophy, GT Hunts. The great one was a silver blade rack. Oh, so the same combo as me. I love that combo so much. Let's go to a tents. We have... Oh, we already have it right here. Perfect. I got 2 fallow deer super rares before my first great one. Maybe fallow thing. Yeah, the fallow deer seem to produce a lot of super rares for a lot of people. I've never gotten one, unfortunately, but they seem to be fairly common, you know, talking about super rare standards. Which is still insanely rare for sure. I forgot diamond run ranks for red deer. Can they make diamond at 260? Yeah, they're... If you are talking about their diamond score, they make diamond at what? 252 something? No, 240. I forgot already. I think it was something like 251 something. But yeah, there are racks that can make diamond at 260. Let's place the tent right here. Perfect. The fishing game Call of the Wild Angler is the game I miss the most. Yeah, same, Jared. Call of the Wild Angler, rest in peace. I love that game so much and it was amazing making content about it. No response over that side, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we'll have to wait a bit for them to respawn. Let's go back to his tent. They make diamond at like 251. 251.07, thank you, Hells. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, 249 is for a follow there. We are actually getting response on this side. Good, good, good. So that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's reload. Come on. Nice hit. Nice hit. So another 2 kills. Bro, you're gonna get the first ever rare snow leopard on Cuatro just because Hells is here. That would be so amazing. That would be such an epic moment. What do you think about that, Hells? By the way, guys, did you watch the collab I did with Hells the last time? Essentially my last video. That comeback was so good. Yeah, Charo, the fishing comms for the angler were amazing. So, what is your username on my Discord? Yeah, because you have 7 wins in total? That's crazy. Oh yeah, Hells? Yeah, I guess I will contain myself from getting a rare leopard here on Cuatro. On stream. Because I'm still getting it in front of you. Brian. Yeah, you know, in theory the snow leopards would be easier with the feeders, but unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but they don't do a difference. Like, a lot of people have tried them, and yeah, like sometimes you get 1 leopard on a feeder, maybe 2 if you are lucky, but it's gonna be very, very inconsistent because of how spread out they are around the map and how inconsistent the feeders can be. It's the best video ever because Hell's lost. That's so true. Prayer. That's so real. Did you tell Hells you are now GOAT XCK? I mean, she knows it. He would botch it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you are talking about Hells botching the diamond or rare, yeah. Because there's no way I'm watching a rare snow leopard. Yeah, guys, careful because Hells is actually gonna ban you all. And I won't be able to do anything. You'll be like, no, she just banned 5 people. And I won't be able to do anything, guys. No response on this side. Let's go here. Bro, when do I make my new account? Do you mind if I ping you in general chat? No, feel free to ping me, Spacery. Of course I wanna know what your new account is. There is another kill. There are 2 more over that side. There's a level 1 getting a lot of small respawns right here. 3 more kills. My favorite videos are when Health loses. Keep making the content, absolutely, prayer, really appreciate that. Yeah, that kind of videos are very fun. You know, although sometimes those competitions don't go as planned as the Africa one. You may remember it. But that one was still really fun. Like, honestly, from all the videos I've made, that Africa competition with Health is probably my favorite one. It was a 7-day challenge. Poch XK and Hell's hacking collabs are big. You are so right. Three more kills. Hells, please, have mercy on of the people in my chat. Like, I know you wanna ban them all and leave me without viewers, but please have mercy. Feel free to use your new account, Spacery. I'll make you mod with it. Lucky Fox, welcome to the stream. How are you? Let's go claim the tree over there. But I think there was another one that we didn't claim right here. I don't think so. Yeah, let's go for the others. Hey bro, I'm making a video where I let creators choose my grind and I'll load like for you. Hold up, the damn chat just moved and I couldn't finish reading your comment. Okay, so you'd like me to choose your weapon for trophy wolves. You should use the crossbow. Red Wonton. I suggest you to use the crossbow. I think it is a nice weapon for the wolves. No more respawns. Bro, what would you want as the next mythological animal, like the haggis? You know, Patrick, I think something like Bigfoot could be amazing, especially on Layton Lake. So yeah, I would love Bigfoot. Or the Yeti. I think it should be on Siberia, so Medved. Bigfoot or the Yeti. Those would be my picks. Glad to hear, Lucky Fox. Roaming New England mountains for Grey Fox. That sounds like an interesting hunt. What are you grinding for? We're gonna wait for the response right here. Just gonna reset the time. Give me a second, guys. I need to read the comments. Just reset the time right here. ProXK, go get an albino. An albino legendary snow leopard and ping it in Hell's Discord. Ooh, if I happen to get a legendary albino snow leopard, like, yeah, I think Hells would end up blocking me, like from everywhere, because of how many times I would share it with her. Just a solo female this time. Let's wait. Just rares in general. That sounds like a fun grind, Lucky Fox. Do you think a Blacktail Deer Great One would be a good addition to the game? Absolutely. Frostbite. Yeah, I think a Blacktail Great One, especially if the Blacktail gets remastered as well, could definitely be a nice addition. But also if they get added to a second reserve, because having to grind them on late in leg is honestly gonna be a bit of a pain. Like, I don't think there's any spawn trap for the Blacktail on Leighton, so that could be a painful grind if we had to hunt them there. No more bugs this time. They just haven't respawned. You know, Call of the Wild Logan, if I happen to find a legendary albino snow leopard, that would probably be on Hell's map, somehow. But I wouldn't say anything. I would be like, oh yeah, I just found a caramel snow leopard, level 7. And I would pretend it is a super rare until I actually killed it. And then she would see a picture and she would just crash out at that moment. Yeah, Jared, the fishing competitions for the angler on my Discord, like, those are really disputed. Well, they used to be really disputed, and I'm not saying we're not gonna have any other King of the Catch in the future, but for now they are on a break. And I am pretty sure that whenever we decide to restart them, like, they are still gonna be very disputed, because a lot of people love that game and a lot of people put a lot of hours on that game. So yeah, it's very hard to win them. And if you manage to win like 5 or 7, I think you said, like, that's such a big achievement, to be honest. I think the next great one would be something from Leighton Lake, like the Blacktail or Roosevelt Elk, just because the past two were from Hirschfelden. Yeah, that would make sense, ODST. Could be something from Leighton, if they decide to continue with that trend, or could be something from the new map as well. Or from both. What if the Blacktail is also on the new map? Who knows? Great One spawning in 3 runs. Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope, I mean. That would be amazing. Look at all the bugs right there. That is a big level 2. Oh, so you were talking about Facebook competitions, Jared. I see. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with those. But I've seen. Like, I know some people of my Discord also used to compete on those. 2 really big level 2s right there. Pretty sure that one has the small diamond rack. Maybe this one as well? Yeah, this one is really big. The estimates aren't promising, that's the thing. But still, let's get on the tripod. What is the current Discord competition right now? The current competition is, I think, saltwater crocodile, bunting, and kangaroo, Mr. Warhawk. For diamonds. That is the current weekly competition. Look guys, we're gonna go for that one and for that one first. That is one. And we missed. Bro, did we hit the other one? We might have botched them. That was terrible. And, ooh, we used the Arsina, never mind. So 2 kills at least. Hello Pumo Slayer, how are you? Nice to see you, man. You know, I've been having fun trying your method on Hirschfelden. So far it's been fairly consistent. Still not nowhere near as consistent as here on Cuatro Colinas, but it's becoming more and more consistent. The more roe deer I kill, that's for sure. That is another kill. Another kill. 2 more. Yeah, I can imagine winning those competitions 7 times wasn't easy, Jarrod. Yeah, the angler has always been very competitive. Did you ever get to participate on my King of the Catch? Okay, so it was an 80.17. The first level 2. MRTR, welcome to the stream. How are you? Nice to see you. Sounds good, Mr. Warhawk. I think it's gonna be a fun competition. You know, Emerald Coast is always fun. The true Great One challenge would be to have someone spawn all Hirsch Great Ones on the map. Honestly, yeah. Because imagine, Red Fox on Hirschfelden, that's possibly the hardest Great One grind on the entire map. Maybe rivaling with the grinds on New England mountains as well. But yeah, like spawning every single of the Great Ones available on Hirschfelden, that would be a pain. That map is hard to grind, of course. Come on, doggo. Sounds good, Jarrod. Yeah, my competitions on my Discord, like we go to get a lot of people there as well. Like especially a lot of people from the official Discord. And yeah, at some point they were very, very active, but we haven't done them recently because yeah, it takes a lot of time to set them up, and we don't have that time anymore. Let's go back to his stand right here. Just got off my ATV and got launched 700 meters away. That's insane. Did you end up landing outside of the map? I think it happened to me once, that I also got launched off an ATV and I ended up landing actually outside of the map. And it was funny because, like, you see how the map is highlighted like this, like you could see a big stripe right here after being launched outside of the map, and it didn't make any sense. So 2 more right there. Not too bad. We haven't gotten a single diamond today, guys. It's kinda crazy. Yeah, I've heard of Old Man Rum. Like, I remember he also used to do some content for the Angler. Yeah, so those were probably very fun as well, Jarrod. You died on impact, Cameron. Yeah, that makes sense. Can't expect to survive after being launched 700 meters into the air. Sorry, I might have missed it earlier. Did you say you swapped the random females that were spawning in your lake, or just leave them? I just leave them, Kaden, because you cannot control them. Unless they are solos, like unless you see that a female respawns out of nowhere and is a solo, you could try swapping it. I haven't tried it, to be honest, but in theory you could swap it and get an extra male. More streams in the future, bro? You know, I wanna say yes, Patrick, and of course we're gonna have another stream in the future, but the thing is, it depends on my voice. And for example, today my voice was feeling good, and I didn't record a video, so I decided to stream. But normally, if I'm also recording videos, my voice won't be good enough for streaming. But who knows? Definitely, you know, I think I'ma spend, or I'ma choose at least one day of the week to stream. I just haven't decided what day. And hopefully in the future my voice will be to the point where I'll be able to stream more. But I just cannot promise anything right now. But of course I wanna stream more. Like, I enjoy streaming and I think it'll be beneficial for the channel as well. They just love coming back to that lake. Yeah, Kaden, some females just keep appearing here out of nowhere, as I was saying. So you could try swapping them and see if it works. I am 1900 into my wolf grind, 500 into moose, and 800 into red deer. That is nice, Cameron. Any great ones? Nothing right here, guys. Time to go back to the first zone. Eighth mythic Grey Fox. Nice, Lucky Fox. You know, at some point I was also grinding for the Grey Fox on New England Mountains. Also for rares. But I stopped after getting a Leucistic, I believe. Really want the Melanistic and the Albino. They are just very hard. Yeah, the worst thing you can do is to overstress your boys. Yeah, it doesn't help, Mr. Warhawk. The thing is that, yeah, this condition doesn't really, like, it doesn't get worse or better by resting your boys, or not resting your boys. Like, it's not even, like, there's no explanation to what causes it, to be honest. No one truly knows. Very happy to hear that, Patrick. I'm also very happy that I'm still able to record videos and stream occasionally. Like, that is very important because I can still grow the channel and continue pursuing this. Can we get a Lush tour soon? I did a Lush tour like 1 month ago, Chop. But I'm still gonna do an updated one very soon. Hopefully with the Roe Deer horror already completed. With 3 great ones. I see, Cameron. I'm pretty sure it's gonna spawn very soon. Just keep going. Getting the rare every 100 kills for the red deer, not too bad. Have you already gotten all the new rares for the red deer? Ooh, there is a... I thought it was bigger, never mind. Bro. He escaped. So far, New England Mountains has given me a troll level 9 male and a piebald male. Mississippi has given me a piebald female and a diamond female and a diamond male. That's amazing. Diamond female, I would love to get one of those. I'm jealous. So yeah, you've been getting some nice stuff for the foxes, I see. Yeah, you're a good shop. Don't worry. My first roe deer took 469, no hair management. A gospel crown. Nice variation. Very quick grind, it is nice to see it, brother. I got an etheristic and 7 piebalds. Nice. The etheristic red deers are nice, Cameron. Yeah, absolutely, Jared. The Season 5 championship I won was Northern Pike. I see. Nice. 3 different pike on 3 different maps. That was a nice competition. You know, I really missed the pike spot on Trollsport, I think it was. The pike dog. I think it was Ender who discovered that spot. Yeah, that place was crazy for the pike. No response. So I guess it's just time to wait. Yup. We're just gonna wait right here. Gonna reset the time. There is a max estimate level 2. Seems to be completely alone on that zone. And behind us there's nothing from what I can see. Let's shoot that one. Another kill. My rare luck has been on fire this year. Almost rares and all red deer rares, that's amazing. What is your favorite rares of all of those? Norway was the hardest, because to catch my winning pike it was hard and they get huge. Yeah, the Norway pike, I remember they were like double the size as on the other maps. Yours was 47 pounds, so it was on the small side, I say. Gotta find this roe deer right here. Probably my level 3 acromelanistic moose. I love the acromelas. Yeah, that was a very cool rare. You know, guys, I think we're gonna conclude the stream by doing some grinding on Hirschfelden, eh? Because Cuatro Colinas is being slow today. I wanna go back to Hirschfelden, get some more kills, you know, test the consistency of the legs we've been grinding, and hopefully spawn our first trophy there. Bro. Terrible accuracy right there on my part. There was another though. So that is 3 more kills. Nice, Jarrod. Sounds like that was a very disputed competition. The acromelanistic moves look amazing. Absolutely, Mr. Warhawk. To be honest, I think I prefer him over the mosaics. Ice Hero, welcome to stream. How are you, brother? To be honest, you hadn't missed much. We got a troll earlier, and that was it pretty much. My favorite mount though would have to be my level 7 etheristic stack with a leucistic hind red deer. That must look beautiful. Like it is a nice contrast between the colors. Yeah, the mosaics are a little meh, to be honest. I completely agree. You know, I like the mule deer because of the pattern. It's a very unique pattern. But for example, the mosaic moose, it looks like a bumblebee. Like a giant bumblebee. Sounds good, Spacery. It's not letting you join, that's strange. What does he say? Sounds good, Philip. It was nice to see you here, and thank you very much. We'll see you later, brother. Thank you for joining the stream, Ice Hero. You know, working night shift. Yeah, that sounds heavy. From Italy. That's amazing, brother. Love to see people from Europe here. That was a level 2, we're gonna leave it. Because there's another bug over there. And nothing else from what I can see. Brad Murphy, welcome to stream. How are you, brother? Nice to see you here. Unable to accept invite. I'll take a look at that, Spacery. Yeah, we'll have to do some research on what's causing the issue. Oh, by the way, I saw another guy, I forgot to tell you, but I saw another guy also called the Spacery Hunter 2.0, something like that, join earlier. And I didn't ask you. You know, maybe it was your old. I love Fable Chestnut. Yeah, that is a sick variation for the black bear. Also my favorite in my opinion. Are roe deer difficult for you? To be honest, the burrito, roe deer are by far the easiest grind in the game for me. At least so far. You know, today hasn't been super consistent, but normally the roe deer grind here on Cuatro Colinas tends to be incredibly easy. That is a piebald right there. That is actually guaranteed to be the first trophy of the grind. But guys, I've been getting so many piebalds. Like really. I think this is like the 10th piebald. I'm not kidding. Let's use the 2506 this time. That should have been a good hit, yeah. Another kill. My favorite trophy overall from this year, however, has to be my female albino jackal. That's crazy. Yeah, that is such a cool trophy. Lucky Fox. So jealous of that, to be honest. Don't roe deer have a bad diamond rate? Yeah, it's not that great, Brad Murphy. Like for me on average, I've been getting a diamond every like 120 kills approximately. No hair management. That was you, Spacery. I see, I see. So what happened to that account then? Here we have this little piebald, very small. Well, not that small, 70.78, it is a gold. Still gonna tax it. Not like I have like 10 of these guys and that I got one that was almost a super very recently. But it's always nice to see piebald. Look, some respawns. No super rare so far. Piebald roe deer are a best. That's so accurate. Yeah. Like, who would have thought I would have gotten two great ones before even one melanistic or albino. Those are the rares I want, because I already got the leucistic. Let's see. There is one. There is two. Not too bad. How does no one have many melas? I got like 4 and 2 piebalds, damn. 4 melanistics. That's some luck, eh, Chop? I got a super black bear before my Great One black bear popped. That's lucky, Lucky Fox. What 4 type was it? Yeah, don't worry, Spacery. You know, it's totally fair to be concerned about it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll unban him. Not sure of who banned it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll do it whenever I finish the stream. Yeah, that is probably why it isn't letting you join now. Because, you know, the fact that someone banned your ult, that made you IP banned. Brown 4 type, that is a nice 4 type. Same, Chop. Yeah, same. Not a single albino after 2400 kills is kinda crazy. Sounds good, Icero. It was nice to chat with you for a bit at least. Good luck with the work. No more respawns. So guys, it is time to go to Hirschfelden and conclude the stream there. We're gonna go around the lakes that I've been grinding, and we're gonna test the consistency, because that is the important thing at the moment. You know, I'm not saying the method I've been doing on Hirschfelden is like the actual method that will work on Hirschfelden, because we're still testing it. But this guy, Pumo Slayer, he has, I think, nearly 2,000 kills on this map already, and he's been using this spawn trap. Look, essentially the Tichenau region, this entire region right here where I have all my tents and tripods, this is a spawn trap, including this lake, this part of this big lake where I have these zones, also this lake, and these 2 lakes down here. Supposedly this area is very consistent, but man, I've been getting a lot of jumpers, especially at the beginning. Look, there's a female, 2 females plus a buck. You'll see this is nothing compared to Cuatro Colinas, but when it comes to grinding here on Hirschfelden, seems to be by far the easiest method. And the best part about it is that since it is such a limited area, you can place many pickup tents. Oh, you banned it. I see, Spacery. Yeah, careful when banning your own accounts, because that can also cause trouble for your main. Like, if you happen to leave the server with your main at some point after banning one of your roles, you are probably not gonna be able to join it with your main afterwards, because of the IP ban. Let's go to this lake. This is by far the best part of the setup. That is great, Lucky Fox. Getting a super when the black bear used to drink at night, that's even better. 3 females on the same zone. What are the bisons doing here? It's too late for you to drink, brother. And hitting me. Okay. This is getting personal right here. Where's the one that hit me? Right there. Yeah. What about that? Is this a Roe Deer grind? Yeah, Patrick, this is a Roe Deer grind here on Hirschfelden. We are testing the Hirschfelden spawn trap, which barely any people know. And supposedly it's fairly consistent, we'll see. Yeah, the bisons are loud. So look guys, we're gonna go to a main menu right here, and we're gonna reset the time once again. Okay, so that is a buck, level 2, plus 3 females. I wanna think the buck is a solo, because the last time only the 3 females were on that zone. There's another female over there, the lake is getting full of females, plus a pair. Okay, we have 2 bucks to shoot right here. But yeah guys, as I was saying, these spots supposedly are consistent, but I've been getting a lot of jumpers. The thing is, once you get the jumpers, the solution seems to be to go to other locations and kill more bugs elsewhere, because once you kill bugs on other places, they seem to respawn on this same area once again. So it is a spawn trap, but not as consistent as the one on Cuatro Colinas, for example. Or on Scotland, of course. Bro, he's gonna die still. I got my first super like 2 weeks ago and had a new rare on the same lake. It was a Mela Diamond and the new Leucistic Fallow Deer. That's amazing, Jack. Congratulations. I didn't know that lake in the southwest had roe deer, yeah? It is great for red deer, but it also has roe deer, fox, and wild boar as well. What is that? There is a female. Another female. Yeah, guys, I'm not liking this. Because whenever I started this grind, I had at least 5 bucks on this lake. Now we only have 2. You know, of course they can jump to any of the other lakes within the same spawn trap. But I really suspect they continue jumping to other parts of the map, which is not ideal. That is not what you want. Great Bison Lake indeed, Mr. Rahawk. My favorite. Let's go right here this time. I have a total of 5 supers, 2 fallow deer, 1 bear, 1 woolly hare and 1 lion. That's crazy, Lucky Fox. What was a lion? Snack Daddy, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, brother. If I claim a male roe deer, but not a female, that are in a pair, will they respawn in the same home range as if I claim both kills? To be honest, I'm not sure. What I know works is to kill the pair and only claim the female. That's what I know works. Not sure of what happens if you only claim the male though. They probably respawn on the same place. Or on the same home range, I guess. No bugs on this lake this time. No consistency. Max score, max weight Blondie. That's crazy, Lucky Fox. Max score, max weight Super Lion is insane. Thank you very much, Anywhere Gaming. I appreciate it, brother. It's nice to finally be at 30,000. No bugs down there neither. We're in trouble, eh? The spawn trap isn't working. And the same thing already happened to me the last time I visited this region, and as I said, I had to go kill roe deer elsewhere in order for the bugs to continue respawning here. But as I said, that is not what you want to do. It's just a lot of time. So if it continues being this inconsistent, I guess we're just gonna go back to Cuatro Colinas and continue our grind there. Because this thing is broken, look. There's supposedly another zone right there. It used to have a couple males in the past. Now there's nothing. So gonna go back to the tent, change the time. Yeah, the spawn trap isn't trapping. The spawn trap isn't trapping, that is exactly what's happening here. So would you call a spawn trap that isn't trapping a spawn trap? I guess not. Let's go here. Earlier today on the roe deer grind, I got a huge Bible. It scored 77. Damn, that was a big one. Thought it was a super at first, yeah. Understandably, that was a huge Bible. Okay, so 2 bugs over there. That is a good sign. Let's see. That is 1, 2. Good, good, good. I'm 99% sure the woolly hair wasn't initially spawned as well. That's insane, Lucky Fox. Very lucky. I was grinding lions for cash, not trophies. That's even crazier. But to be honest, that's normally how it goes whenever you stumble across like supers, randomly. You are normally doing other stuff and they just appear. There is a max sesame right there. Good to see. Good to see we're at least getting some respawns right here. I am 300 kills in the 1 league method, 2 rares, 3 diamonds and 1 troll, no herald management. Not bad at all, Justin. You are doing great. Hopefully you manage to spawn the Great One soon. Hey Brevin, welcome to the stream. Really appreciate that, brother. Really happy to hear you enjoy the content. Means a lot to hear. You know, I really wish I could still continue making content about the Angler, but man, they killed the game. That was sad. Bro, the other level 2 just floated over that way. Let's see what's here. We killed the max sesame on this side. I like Trace, welcome to the stream. How are you? I got an initial spawn super woolly hair here, damn. That's crazy, Mr. Warhawk. What fur type did you get? $71.61. So let's go claim the other that floated over to our tent. I appreciate that. I like Trace. That makes me very happy to hear. It's always really motivating to see people that consider me their favorite creator, you know? So thank you very much. There's another level 2 over there, but I believe that is outside of the spawn trap. So yeah, we're gonna leave that one. Sounds great, Red Wonton. It was nice to see you, brother. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good one. Not only did they kill the Angler, but they had those surveys asking if fishing should be added to Call of the Wild. Yeah, I think they are maybe considering adding some kind of fishing to this game. Or like, maybe not like the Angler, but maybe something similar, you know, in the sense that some maps will be more focused on fishing than on hunting. I don't know, but a lot of people got their hopes up and thought they were gonna like merge the Angler with the Hunter by asking those things in the service. Which, who knows, could be a good option. Maybe. So yeah guys, our Hirschfelden grind is dead. I think it's safe to say it's dead. The spawn trap isn't trapping. And how are we supposed to grind if our spawn trap isn't trapping? Yeah, let's go back to Cuatro Colinas. Because the spawn trap on Cuatro Colinas definitely traps animals. Let's see. There's a female. Still no response. Just gotta give it time. Thank you very much, ODST. Means a lot to hear you say that, brother. Glad you find the maps helpful and glad you enjoy the content. Makes me very happy to hear. And it's been a pleasure, to be honest. I enjoy making those maps and I enjoy making all the guides I make. Never played it, but the Angler looked like a blast. It was a blast, Mr. Rahok. Far from being a perfect fishing game, far from being the most realistic, but man, it was fun to play. Especially with friends, you know? Merging it would be great for Call of the Wild 2. Yeah, I think it could be a good option if done right, you know? Like, give you the option to access both games from the same main menu, I guess. Look at all the roe deer right there. Not a single level 3, not a single rare though. There's 1, 2. There is 3. We also need to kill one of the females. Never mind. We'll kill them later. And let's go to his tent right here. There's a Polish Call of the Wild content creator that got 2 Great One Roe Deer on Hirschfelden. That's amazing. You know, I'll have to check out his content because, yeah, currently my grind is broken. And I know that spawn trap can work because other people have managed to make it work, but probably takes more work. Hold up a second. Nice. Bro. Well, at least we killed one. There is another. That one is big. Nice, level 2. Not too bad. 75.96. This one is a 52.74. Nothing else. How's the mule deer grind on Parque Fernando going? So far it's been going pretty good. I like trees. You know, of course, currently it's on a pause because of the roe deer grind, but so, you know, the lake on the bottom left corner, that lake is apparently very good spawn trap for the roe deer. So whenever we go back to that grind, I'm definitely gonna try it. Possibly make a guide on it as well, because if that spawn trap actually works, you know, that would make it the best way to grind the mule deer, by far. Because that lake is insane. You need to get a Great One on Hirsch. Yeah, Mr. Warhawk. You know, I already got a Great One on Hirschfelden. I think it was like 3 years ago. It was a red deer. But yeah, it's something I need to do again for sure. And the roe deer, possibly the easiest option. Let's go back here. I need to grind for roe deer. I only started playing consistently a month ago and somehow stumbled upon Great One Pheasant. Damn, before you even had a diamond, that's crazy. Where did you find it? To a Great One Pheasant grind on here. Great One Pheasant grind on Hirschfelden. We actually already set up one that I had to dismantle to set up the roe deer one. But yeah, it can be a fun grind. It just takes a lot of time to, you know, figure the right setup for the tents and tripods, considering how dense the map is. But it's something I wanna do, of course, in the future. Mr. Warhawk and other people also want me to go back to that grind because it was interesting. Just need to focus on the roe deer first. There is another kill. I decided to try a different lake on Cuatro Colinas, the second lake from the top right. I assume it is this one. And it is going well. That sounds interesting. Tap tap. So this lake right here, right? Because I know these two lakes are also sort of a spawn trap. When are you gonna grind mule deer again? Very soon, LS Gaming, possibly this week. Gonna do a video about it. What are you doing here? You stinky roe deer. Yeah, gonna go back to Parque Fernando very soon. LS Gaming. Try to get my first Great One mule deer. Really want one. 2 more boxes over there, plus a third one. No signs of any level 3. My first language is Spanish. Otoniel. Yeah, my first language is Spanish because I'm from Mexico. Are you kidding me? Were those guys really closer than 200 meters? Come on, brother, just die. So another 2 kills right there. Poor guy just wanted to hang out. Yeah, Mr. Warhawk. He just wanted to see what was inside the tent. Got a little surprise. For my party, I'm planning on doing a red deer grind due to my fallow deer grind being on the Aurora. You know, the red deer grind on Parque Fernando can be very good ODST. As I was saying, that bottom left lake, the one on the far, I think is, yeah, on the far left, at the very bottom, the one that is super far from the nearest outpost, that lake is amazing for the red deer, and it seems to be a spawn trap. Like, I know a guy that is doing a grind there, and he's only grinding that lake for the red deer, which means it also works for the mule deer because they share the same home range. To the left, my jumper go there, so you are talking about this lake right here. Tap tap. Hey Muffin, welcome to stream. I'm doing very good, how are you? Thank you for asking. I knew it had to be Spanish or at least Portuguese. That makes sense, man. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Also, a lot of people think I'm Portuguese. So yeah guys, we're gonna do one last run before finishing the stream. Been streaming for a couple hours, and I think we managed to kill more than 100 roe deer, or something close to that. Let's see, let's cross our fingers and let's hope a great one will spawn on the last run. Imagine how insane that would be. There's nothing right here. Well, there's a level 2. Pretty small. Just gonna wait a bit. Gotta make sure we get all the respawns. What is your dream Great One Roe combo? My dream combo for the Great One Roe Deer, you know, I would say is big rack plus the, what is it called? The one I got. Oh, I forgot it. Not the Mistbound, the other. I just forgot the name. So yeah, the second fur type I got plus the big rack. The Kindledon it is called, yeah. Big rack Kindledon. That would be my dream combo. How is your voice feeling after 2 hours? He's honestly feeling decent, Mr. Warhawk. You know, a bit tired, as usual, but not terrible. You know, if I wanted, I could continue streaming another hour, honestly. But I would say a couple hours is a good amount. How do you think my voice sounds after a couple hours? Ghostbell, that is your favorite fur type, ODST. It is a beautiful fur type. You know, that is the fur type that Hell's got 2 times in a row, actually. Yeah, I just had a dozen or more males and only a couple pairs, but also her managed and swapped. I see, tap tap. How many kills are you managed to get per run on those 2 lakes? That is nice, Otoniel. So you got the Kindledon plus the big rack. That is a beautiful combo. Good night, Verified. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you rest well. So only 1 bug has respawned on this side. Not great. Another kill. That's good to hear, Mr. Rahog. Good to hear, Patrick. Do you have any settings on your microphone to make it better? This is the natural sound. Pretty much. So yeah, right now my voice is pretty decent. Like, it feels strange for me. Like, I have to do more effort to speak. But I would say it's definitely good enough. Hello, Tony. Welcome to the stream, brother. How are you? So Chub, so yeah, I got the condition and my voice got really bad for a few months, but I've been getting treatment for it, and it's helping. You know, the condition is always gonna be there, but as long as I get treatment for it, you know, my voice should be good enough. So yeah, that's why you've been noticing a massive difference in the recent weeks, which makes me happy, of course. Hey bro, I was able to get a Great One Roe Deer using your video on the Cuatro setup. That is amazing to hear, Warden. Really happy to hear that. Any luck today? Not really. We got a Bible earlier plus a troll, but not really anything apart from that. So yeah, it's been a chill day of grinding, but trophy-wise, a really mediocre session of grinding, not gonna lie. But I've been having a lot of fun, you know, just chatting with you guys. It's always great to get to interact with you during these streams. You know, honestly, I really hope I can stream more often, because not only I enjoy it, I also think it's gonna be great for the channel, and it always makes me happy to see you here, guys. Means a lot. It's just a chill time. And as I was saying, guys, I'm gonna do a face reveal very soon on my Discord server. Who knows, maybe even tonight. We'll see. There's a bug that I left dead over there. We're gonna go for it. Welcome back, guys. That is nice to hear, Tony. Just blasting Roe Deer. Same here. Just blasting some Roe Deer and feeling good, man. It's been a chill time. Okay, so those are actually some respawns right there. 2 females and 2 bucks. Are you kidding me? Bro. We killed... The second bug is also gonna die. So 2 more kills. We're only counting the bugs. Are you going to head back to Scotland to grind again? Possibly, O'Toniel. Yeah, I wanna continue the grind on Scotland for sure. So yeah, I may do another video grinding on Scotland this week. Also because I wanna go for my second Haggis, that is another reason to go back to that map. And of course because on Scotland I have more hair management done than here on Cuatro. Because here on Cuatro I have no hair management, but on Scotland I have many level 1s on my exteriors. So that is another reason to go back there and maybe get lucky with the third Great One Roe Deer. We'll see. I hunt the main lake for about 6 runs, then jump to the other, but I really don't keep track. I see, tap tap. Well, I'm happy to hear it is working for you. Because yeah, I've heard those 2 lakes can also be very consistent and a nice place to grind. Hello, Tikaf. How are you, brother? It's nice to see you. Man, I think I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe on my comment section, though. But yeah, I remember you also used to join my streams back in the day. I found a spot on the river for the Roe Deer that wasn't on your hotspot map. The train zone is just west of the L on the map where it says Llanuras de la Cosecha. Let me see. Is it this spot right here? Warden? Yeah, because I feel if there's one spot that I missed, might have been this one, like this part of the river. But let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, I usually comment on your videos, but have missed some streams. I see, Decaf. Yeah, I'm very familiar with your name. So yeah, I appreciate your support, brother. It's nice to see you here. 2 more bugs right there. Yes, it is. I see. So this place right here. Right, Warden? This tip. Gonna include it on the map. Because I'm pretty sure another person on my Discord also pointed it out to me. Yeah, Chop, that video I remember. Like, because I got a super, you know, like 1 month before making that video, but I couldn't record it, at least not with voice, because I wasn't able to speak back then, pretty much. Like, I was barely able to produce any sound. So yeah, at that point I thought it was over, to be honest. I was thinking, like, how am I supposed to continue if I'm barely able to speak? Like, I was even... A lot of people were suggesting me to use AI to clone my voice and make the videos with AI. But luckily my voice started coming back with the treatment, and it got to a point where I was able to record once again. Sounds good, Warden. Yeah, thank you very much for the heads up. I'll definitely at that spot very soon. So, let's go back here, guys. We are getting very inconsistent response this time. But look. They are back. You know, I feel we may be getting some jumpers. I don't know. Because we are not killing nowhere or anywhere near as many bugs as we are killing. But maybe the response are just being slow. That could be it. Because as I said, it already happened to me that they got this low at some point, and I just gave it time and they eventually came back. So just need to be patient. That Mela Beaver was how I knew you were gonna make it, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, Patrick. That Mela Beaver was a good sign. So yeah, guys, we're gonna conclude the grind by claiming this three roe deer right here. You know, we've been getting respawns, but they've been slow today. Although we still managed to kill like more than 100 bugs, I believe. In a bit more than 2 hours. Not too bad. But yeah, it's been a really fun stream. It's been amazing to see you all again, guys. You know, I love streaming, to be honest. I would stream way more often if my voice was better, that's for sure. But I'm gonna do my best to stream at least once a week from now on. You know, it is nice to get to chat with you. You know, nice to see all those familiar faces on the chat. Get to talk with you for a bit. And of course, get to grind for a bit in front of you. That's amazing, because it's very different to making videos. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye, guys. Have a good one.